Good evening, all. Today, we're going to present a wonderful story of the Pearson's family, where the mother, Mrs. Alice Pearson, isn't given any respect for her valuable work that she does for the family. All the family members are engaged in their own friend circles and they have no time to spend with the woman of the house. But you'll be amused to see that a magical spell helped her exchange her soul with Mrs. Fitzgerald, her neighbor, to become bold and confident. Today, you're going to witness this dramatical change in her character, and let's see how the Pearsons react. Thank you.
Let's meet the characters. Mrs. Zaki as George Pearson, Rida Mariam Zubair as Alice Pearson, Amana Shihabuddin as Mrs. Fitzgerald, Zeenat Nurul Issa as Doris Pearson, and Abdullah Oye as Cyril Pearson.
Alice, are you alive? Oh dear, is she dead?
No dear, I'm not dead, sorry. I was baking your favorite cookies. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson invited us for a dinner party. So, would you be able to make it home early tonight?
Dinner? Don't you know I'm too busy to attend your silly dinner parties?
But dear, your cookies? Guess I'll ask Cyril then.
Mom, breakfast.
Coming, dear.
Mother, I'll be late tonight. A party, you know.
Oh, I thought you'd accompany me to a dinner party?
Party? Not possible. Take Doris.
Doris? No way. I ain't going to any lame parties.
But dear, seems you're all too busy. Maybe next time. Good evening, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Evening, Mrs. Pearson.
Take a seat.
Oh, sure.
Would you like some cookies? I made a fresh batch of George's favorites.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'll get you some hot chocolate too.
Why so blue? Anything bothering you?
Nothing much. Just the usual stuff.
Oh, really? Let me guess. George's favorite cookies are on the table untouched. Blue face and a pair of disappointing hands. Let me guess. They bailed on you, didn't they? You think it isn't good when you run after them all the time? Take their orders as if you were the servant in the house, while they go out and enjoy themselves. It's the ruin of you as well as them. And don't tell me you don't know what I mean, for I know more than you told me.
I keep dropping a hint.
Hint? It's more than hints your family needs, Mrs. Pearson.
I do hate any unpleasantness. I keep making up my mind to have it out with them, but somehow, I don't know how to begin. Oh, good gracious, look at the time. Nothing ready, and they'll be home any minute, and probably all in a hurry to go out again.
No, you're going to let them wait or look after themselves for once. This is where your food goes down, Mrs. Pearson.
In fact, I agree with you, but I just can't.
You can't? Alright, then let me do it.
But how?
We change places, or really bodies.
But that's impossible.
It is. Learn it out, of course we're all up to these tricks. The only downside is our voices exchange along with our souls.
Our souls? Are you sure about this? I mean, do you think it will work? What happens after that?
It's your only chance, Mrs. Pearson. Give me your hands and keep quiet a minute. Just don't think about anything. Alright, give me your hand. Petrificus totalis.
See what I mean, dear?
Oh, it happened!
Of course it's happened.
But whatever shall I do, Mrs. Fitzgerald? George and the children can't see me like this.
They won't. That's the point. They'll have me to deal with. Only they won't know it.
But what am I going to do?
Just hide here or there and make sure you won't be seen.
Alright, I'll hide in the garage. It's safe.
Sure.
Let's don't let a good thing die.
Mom, you'll have to iron my yellow silk. I must wear it tonight. What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Planting the water?
But you're watching TV now.
That's right, dear. No law against it, is there?
But shouldn't you be cooking? Where's my tea?
Make it for yourself, dear.
Do you mean it isn't ready?
Yours isn't. I've had all I want. Might go out later and get a square meal at the Clarendon.
Who might?
I might. Who'd you think?
Mom, what's the matter with you?
Don't be silly.
It's not me that's being silly. And I must say it's a bit much when I've been studying hard all day and you can't even bother to get my tea ready. Did you hear what I said about my yellow silk? I want it ironed.
Want it ironed? What do you think it's going to do? Iron itself?
No, you're going to iron it for me. You always do.
Well, this time I don't. And don't talk rubbish to me about working hard. I have a good idea how much you do, Doris Pearson. I put in twice the hours you do and get no wages nor thanks for it. Where are you going to wear your yellow silk? Where are you going?
I told you I'm going out with Charlie Spence.
Why?
Why? What's the matter with you? Why shouldn't I go out with Charlie Spence if he asks me and I want to? Any objections? Go on, you might as well tell me.
Charlie Spence? That half-witted guy with buck teeth?
He isn't. How could you talk about him like that?
I only spoke the truth.
Oh, shut up.
Are you ready?
No.
Why not?
I couldn't bother.
Feeling off color or something?
Never felt better in my life.
What's the idea then?
Just a change.
Well, snap out of it, Ma, and get cracking. Haven't too much time.
I have plenty of time.
Yes, but I haven't. Got a busy night tonight. Did you put my things out?
Can't remember, but I doubt it.
That's a nice way to talk. What would happen if we all talk like that?
You all do talk like that. If there's something at home you don't want to do, you don't do it. If it's something at work, you get the union to bar it. Now all that's happened is that I've joined the movement.
I don't get this, Mom. What's going on?
Changes. You look terrible. I wouldn't wear that face even for Charlie Spence.
Oh, shut up about Charlie Spence. And anyhow, I'm not ready yet, just dressing. And even if I do, it's your fault. You made me cry.
Why? What did she do?
Never you mind.
Have we any cola left? I can't remember.
Bottle or two, I think. But you don't want cola now.
I do.
What for?
To drink, you clot.
Has she been like that with you too?
Yes. No tea ready? Couldn't care less.
Well, I'm glad it's both of us. I thought I'd done something wrong.
So did I. But it's her, of course. I asked her if she was feeling off color, but she said she wasn't.
Well, she's suddenly all different. And that's what made me cry. It wasn't what she said, but the way she said it. And the way she looked.
Haven't noticed that. She looks just the same to me.
She doesn't to me. Do you think she could have hit her head or something, and got,
Do you mean she's crazy?
No, you fathead. Concussion she might have.
Sounds far-fetched.
Well, she's far-fetched if you ask me.
Now then, what is it?
If she's going to be like this when Dad comes home.
I'm staying in for that.
You two are always talking about being grown up. Why don't you both try for once to be your age?
Can't we laugh now?
Yes, if it's funny. Go on, tell me. Make me laugh. I could do with it.
You never understand our jokes, Mom.
I was yawning at your jokes before you were born, Doris.
What's making you talk like this? What have we done?
Nothing, but come in, ask for something, go out again, then come back when there's nowhere else to go.
Look, if you won't get tea ready, then I'll find something to eat myself.
Why not? Help yourself.
Mind you, I think it's a bit thick. I've been working all day.
Same here.
8-hour day.
Yes, 8-hour day. And don't forget it.
I've done my 8 hours.
That's different.
Of course it is.
It was. Now it isn't. 40-hour week for all now. Just watch it at the weekend when I have my 2 days off.
Must grab something to eat. Looks as if I need to keep my strength up.
Mom, you don't mean you're not going to do anything on Saturday and Sunday?
No. I might do a bit of cooking as a favor. But I'll have to be asked very nicely and thanked for everything.
Might go off for the weekend, perhaps.
Oh, this is awful.
Stop blubbering. You're not a baby. If you're old enough to go out with Charlie Spence, you're old enough to behave properly. Now stop it.
Hello. What's this? Can't be anything to cry about.
You'll see.
Did she say you'll see?
Yes,
Well, what did she mean?
but ask her.
Cola? At this time of day?
Yes. What's wrong with it at this time of the day?
Nothing, I suppose. But Alice, I have never seen you do it before.
Well, you're seeing me now.
Yes, and I don't like it. Doesn't look right to me. And I'm surprised at you.
Oh, are you now? Where are you going?
Special snooker match at the club tonight. And I better supper going. So no tea.
That's alright. There isn't any.
Wait, you mean you didn't get any ready?
Yes, and a good thing too, as it's turned out.
That's very well. But I suppose I'd want some.
My goodness, listen to the man. Annoyed because I don't get a cup of tea ready for him that he doesn't even want. No wonder your friends laugh at you.
Laugh at me? They don't laugh at me.
You're one of their standing jokes. Famous. They call you Pompey Umpy Pearson because they think you're so slow and pompous.
How outrageous.
Why would you spend so much time at a place where they're always laughing at you behind your back and calling you names, leaving your wife at home night after night instead of going out with her? What doesn't make you look a fool?
Hey Cyril, you have been with me to the club once or twice. They don't laugh at me or call me Pompey person, do they? Go on, tell me, do they?
Well, yes, Dad. I'm afraid they do.
Well, I'll be damned.
Now, you shouldn't have told him that, Mom. If your father didn't go to the club so often, perhaps they'd stop laughing at him. I doubt it. Possibly you do. I'm off. Come in, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I just wondered if everything's alright?
No, it isn't. Of course it is. You be quiet. Why should I be quiet? Because I tell you to, you silly spoiled brat.
Just looked in for a moment, I suppose. But Fitzgerald?
Well, yes, I suppose so, George.
George?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does it matter? Your name's George, isn't it? Who do you think you are? King of England?
What's he gotta do with it? Just tell me that. And isn't it bad enough without her calling me George? No tea, Pompey Pearson, and poor Doris has been crying her eyes out upstairs. Yes, crying her eyes out.
Why don't you get up to your club? It's a special night tonight, isn't it? They'll be waiting for you, wanting to have a good laugh. Go on then. Don't disappoint him.
That's right, make me look silly in front of her now. Go on, don't mind me. And what's the matter with you? Have you gone crazy or what?
If you shout at me again like that, George Pearson, I'll slap your big, fat, silly face.
Oh, no. Please, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Wait, what do you mean by please Miss Fitzgerald? Look, you're Miss Fitzgerald. So why are you telling yourself to stop when you're not doing anything? Tell her to stop, then there'd be some sense in it.
Say that again, George Pearson.
Alright.
Hello, Doris dear. Hello, Mrs. Fitzgerald. I thought you were going out with Charlie Spence tonight.
What's that to do with you?
Hey, stop that.
No, it's alright.
It isn't alright. I won't have a daughter of mine talking to anybody like that. Now answer Mrs. Fitzgerald properly, Doris, or go upstairs again.
Don't look at me. I gave up. I just gave it up.
Well, answer her.
I was going out with Charlie Spence tonight, but now I called it off.
Oh, what a pity, dear. Why have you?
Because, if you must know, my mother's been going on at making me feel miserable. And seeing he's got buck teeth and is half-witted.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Mrs. Pearson.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, I'll manage my family. You manage yours.
Oh, taking her off now, are you, Alice?
They're waiting for you at the club, George. Don't forget. And don't you start crying again, Doris.
That's enough. Quite enough. Now, listen you two. I want to have a private little talk with Mrs. Pearson, so I'll be obliged if you leave us alone for a few minutes. I'll let you know when we're finished.
I'm so glad somebody can, because I can't. Come on, Doris.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, we must change back now. We really must.
Why?
Because this has gone so far, I can see they're all miserable and I can't bear it.
A bit more of the same would do him good, making a great difference already.
No, I can't stand any more of it. I really can't. We must change back. Hurry up, please, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, if you insist.
Yes, I do. Please, please.
Quiet now. Relax. Petrificus totalis.
Oh, well, I enjoyed that.
I did not.
Now, you listen to me. You admitted yourself you were spoiling them, and they didn't appreciate you. Any apologies, any explanations, and you'll be straight back where you were. Remember, a firm hand.
Seeing that you don't want to go out, I tell you what I thought we'd do.
Remember?
No objections, I hope?
No, Alice, whatever you say.
I thought we'd have a nice family game of rummy, and then you children could get the supper ready while I have a talk with your father.
Suits me. What about you two?
Yes, that's all right.
Well, Remember?
What? Speak up.
Oh, I think it would be lovely.
Goodbye, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Come again soon.
Yes, dear. Night all. Have a nice time.